Today, we're taking a look at Gluetun, a lightweight Docker container that functions as a VPN client for multiple providers using either the OpenVPN or WireGuard protocol. It can act as a VPN gateway for other containers, routing all of their traffic through a secure VPN tunnel. Because those services rely on Gluetun for network access, if Gluetun or the VPN connection goes down, the services behind it lose connectivity as well, preventing traffic from leaking out over your normal network connection. This should be a pretty quick video, so if you would like to follow along and set it up in your own home lab, let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to want to go ahead and install Docker. All the links will be in the description. Let's go ahead and copy Docker's repository, install the repository, and let's go ahead and let that finish. Once that is done, we're going to need to actually install Docker. So scroll down just a bit, copy that command. It should ask you if you want to press Y on your keyboard. Go ahead and press Y and press enter. And let's wait for that to finish as well. Once that is done, we're going to want to go ahead and type in vim space docker-compose.yml. Paste this Docker Compose stack. This will be in my website in the description, yt.zerd.cc. We have the two services here. We have Gluetun and we have qBittorrent. We have some ports opened up. As you can see, the ports are within the Gluetun stack because we're not exposing any ports on the qBittorrent because it depends on Gluetun. We're going to go ahead and save and quit that. And now we're going to create our environment variables. This will also be able to be copied from my website, which will be in the description below. There are going to be a lot of variables. They are all described and in detail, but these are all the ones that you need from your specific VPN provider. And I will show you guys a little bit later on how to do that. So what you want to go ahead and do is go to the GitHub of Gluetun, which will also be in the description. You'll be able to see some custom providers. We are specifically working with AirVPN, but as you can see, they have tons of options. If we go at the very top here, we do see AirVPN. So let's go ahead and go into that and see what they offer. So here they have great documentation on how to leverage each provider, but here we have our AirVPN console. This is what you see on the client area. What you'll want to go ahead and do is actually go into the port section, and here is where you want to create your port, which will be your listener port for your qBittorrent or whatever torrenting application service that you are using. So you can go ahead and find your specific provider and go ahead and follow all of those details and then continue on from there. And then you can come back to this video once you're done because I'm sure a lot of you guys have different VPN servers different VPN providers than I do, but I'm specifically using AirVPN. I know I've used NordVPN and Proton VPN in the past. So make sure you guys go ahead and fill this out and then we can continue on the video. After you go ahead and save those, we're going to want to go ahead and do docker compose space up space -d. This will go ahead and pull the two containers, qBittorrent and Gluetun. And again, it'll make sure that the Gluetun container is started before qBittorrent, and then everything should be healthy. So once we go ahead and check those logs with docker compose space logs, we'll be able to see the Gluetun logs. And as you can see, it is downloading everything that it needs to do. But if we go ahead and run that one more time, we should see that it actually connected us to VPN, and then we should see our VPN IP. So there we go. We got our public IP address. It put us on Dallas, Texas, and it does a DNS leak report, which is awesome. We are on the latest version, but let's go ahead and view the logs of qBittorrent and let's go ahead and get into that. So very quick, we can see that it's up. Let's go ahead and pull our IP, which should be the ENP1S0, I believe. So let's go ahead and copy that IP, go to our web browser, and we added 8080 to our Gluetun container, so we should get the qBittorrent web UI, which is what we do. The password will be in the qBittorrent logs. So as you can see, a temporary password is provided. Let's go ahead and copy that, paste that in, and log in, and we should be in qBittorrent under the Gluetun network stack. And what I will show you next is if we take down Gluetun, you will see that this is done with docker stop Gluetun. You will see that if we actually paste in that IP again, qBittorrent is dead, which is exactly what we want to see. But if we go ahead and start Gluetun back up, we will also need to restart the qBittorrent container. That should leverage Gluetun again, and then we should be able to access the qBittorrent web UI once more. So let's go ahead and go back to our web page, reload, and there's our qBittorrent web UI. Once we're logged in, if you want to go ahead and change that default password, you can go to the web UI and then just change the password there. Scroll down just a little bit, save it, let's go ahead and sign out, test that password to make sure it works, and then we should be good to go within qBittorrent. If you want to go ahead and add more to your stack, all you have to do is add the next container under qBittorrent and make sure you add the network mode service Gluetun. That's pretty much how you do that. And that is pretty much Gluetun and qBittorrent in a nutshell. If you guys did enjoy, please let me know. I will catch you guys in the next video.